101 TV.
Hello and welcome to Hollywood 101 Talk Show. Today our respectable guest is Michael Maddox. Who is Michael Maddox? We find out after we watch a video. Please. Hello again. You just watch videos. Who is our respectable guest? Hello, Michael.
Hello, my friend. How are you? I'm doing okay, my friend. How you doing? All right.
Good, good. Thank you for accepting my invitation. Michael, that's so huge what you've done and what you're doing.
Yes.
Just please, let's start our conversation about your background, how you start. What make you become a, like, you don't like a word, a coach, but
what made me become a fashion show producer and runway instructor?
Exactly.
In all honesty, it's deep. Nathaniel Lamar, that you met earlier, I was working at the Good Guys in Beverly Hills, and he came in and complimented me about a suit that I had on, and at that particular time, he was involved in a fashion show, and he invited me to come out to the fashion show at the rehearsal. And I'm a little country boy at that time, so I didn't know anything about.
How many years ago are we talking about?
Oh, that's about over 20-something years ago.
Wow.
And I don't mind telling my age either. But when I went to the fashion show rehearsal and looked at what these girls were doing, and I've been to a few fashion shows, and the fashion shows that I went to, the girls were either too big, too small, the guys were real big, some were skinny, so it was not a consistency when it came down to shows, especially for a minority. And I said, once I saw, Nathaniel's production, what they were doing, my spirit connected with the industry even more. But I said I wanted to come in and make changes. I didn't want to come in and just be the same. I wanted to come in and make changes. So I came in. It was very, very, very extremely tough for me. But I knew within my own heart that I had a voice that mattered to the people that believed in me, and I believed in myself too as well. And I kept pursuing the dream, working hard at it, doing cheap video, recordings to production to get people to know who I am, so I can send out videotapes to people and say, well, this is Michael Maddox, and you should hire me for a job. And I wasn't embarrassed about it, because I feel that during that time.
You sending to the agencies?
Well, I sent it to the agencies. I sent it to people that were hiring for fashion show production, producers and stuff like that. I sent it, and it worked. And people started hiring me from Skechers shoes, from Guess, and from different major companies. And then the agencies, they got a hold of me as well. And I just kept believing. And the old saying is that, when you get an opportunity, you have to do it right the very first time.
Oh, of course.
So people can call you back the second time around. So I made sure that when I did it right the first time, I knew mentally that the people will call me back the second time around.
Because you believe you did a quality job. You
yes, absolutely.
All professional
absolutely.
Technique.
I was tough, but I demanded respect. I demanded respect from the models that believed in me, because my job was to make sure that I take them from one arena to another. So you have to demand the respect in order for that to happen. Let them know that this is serious. Yeah. And that's why if you start a girl off at like 13, 14, if she's working a lot and doing a lot of campaigns and going, to Italy to walk in the top shows and stuff like that, by the time they turn 16, 17, 18, they become a supermodel.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a process.
What's making the model become a supermodel? What they have to have? A good look, good walk. What's making them become supermodel?
I think in today's time, what makes a model become a supermodel is their attitude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
If they're not have a beautiful face or not attractive.
Well, I look at life is that looks are not everything. You know what I mean? It's good to have the face that America considers as being perfect or unique or different, that is going to be a selling product, you know, for designers. But I also think that the attitude plays a lot to go with it. You know, being grateful, being sincere, and being appreciative that there are people in the world that believe in you. That's how you become a supermodel.
You needed some kind of character.
Yeah, you have to have a character, but it has to be a good character.
Not like cold candle walking.
In the old days, it used to work where models were, can be extreme divas, per se. But I think now it's so competitive, and people understand now that you only get that shot, that one shot. Every day a model is born, every day.
Yes.
Every day. So if it doesn't work out for you, that means that another model will have that opportunity where to work out for them. Yeah.
And when you teaching them, exactly what model have to learn, what they have to learn?
When I'm teaching a model runway, my first thing is that I want all the models to realize that they're all on the same page. That's why I call all my girls pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
I call them all pumpkin pies, every last one of them. I don't call them by their name. And the reason why I want that, I want everyone to feel the same. I don't need to glorify anyone. I don't care what agency you're from. That doesn't matter to me. What matters is that you all are standing before me to get taught, you know, how to go out here and make money in the industry as a professional runway model. That's what matters to me.
Okay. And if, let's say, 10 beautiful models.
Yes.
And competition between 10 beautiful models, and one have to be top model, what's make her become a top model?
Being precise and having a confident level.
Okay.
That guarantees some sort of success. Because there's two things that, you know, as a model that you want to do. Number one, whenever you're doing a runway show, you want everyone to, in the audience, to be like, oh my God, I wish I was her or him or whatever. And then number two, you want everyone to say, I wish I had what him or her had on, you know, because you become a selling point, you know. I look for girls that are not afraid to take the challenge with me. You know what I mean? Girls that are confident to say, I belong in this space right now. I belong in this area. I should be here, and I'm going to get everything I can while I'm here. So that's what I like. I like that. Because then the girl is not afraid to make a mistake. She's not afraid to walk. She's going to give it her best. And normally when you give it your best, you get success. Normally. Yeah.
And we have a couple time the interview with the agent managers. We talk about the headshots for actors. What kind of photo, what kind of headshot the models need?
Well, number one, you have to do
black and white or just color, and you know, everybody's saying many different way you have to work, but you are working right with models and agencies in your professional, so
I think when it comes down to like headshots and stuff like that, or your comp card,
that's Z card,
comp card, Z card, whatever, you know. I think a model should always do research on a photographer that's going to sell. A photography that has a history of shooting for top agencies or just an agency period. Because anyone can be a photographer, I can be one.
Yeah.
Give me the camera, I'll take a picture of you. You know what I mean? But you have to find photographers that are going to shoot you for the now, and they know what's happening right now.
That's what's happening right now. You mean
in the industry?
In industry, how often they change industry?
Yeah, because the industry changes fast.
Standard change or what change in industry?
I wouldn't say standard changes, is that the industry changes so fast with looks, style.
Okay.
All those things change very fast. So therefore, they have to find someone that specialize in research and knowing the business when it comes down to comp cars, photography, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What do you think about the competitions, such as this point World Championships of Performing Arts? I know you, you was in competition and which more than 50 countries there, and you done a great job there. And how important is modeling or any talent competition?
I think competitions are very, very important because it gives a challenge, you know, to each individual. It's a competitive air where you know, if you don't perform right, there's someone right behind you that will. So it gives you the energy to perfect yourself, where that energy can be received by professionals like myself. Yeah. So competitions to me, they're good. I don't see anything wrong with them because I think it's a learning experience when you're involved in competitions and you get a chance to have a one-on-one experience with someone like me, or a one-on-one experience with like Krista Clayman at LA Models, or just a top agent, period. And it gives you more of that learning experience that you're seeking in order to get across to that mountain. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Michael, we have here a gift from Hollywood Hair Studio. That's for you or for your models. Anytime,
Oh, wow.
5300 Hollywood Boulevard. It's Hollywood Hair Studio, the greatest place to be. And you can get a Hollywood energy and smile. And please, before continuing our conversation, I want you to show next video, because based on the video, I have a question.
Okay, great, great. Well, guess what? I don't have any hair, so.
Yeah, that's why I say for your models.
Okay, got it.
That's for your models.
All right.
I
okay.
say same thing to the grief. I give the grief. I don't have hair. Not for your friends.
Okay, I got it. I got it loud and clear.
Please show our videos.
Next time, give me a bag of grapes.
Michael, we just watched the video from
Marissa Miller.
Marissa Miller.
Yeah, Victoria's Secret model. She's
Yeah.
a top model, supermodel.
What's make her a top model?
She's sexy.
She's sexy.
She's consistent.
And you teach her
How to walk. Yeah.
Yes, that's what she's saying.
Yeah, for Victoria's Secret.
For Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
Michael, you're amazing, and I'm so really glad you here. And please give your advice and last words to our viewers who trying to become a model around the world. People watching us. I know a lot of parents that have a beautiful kids, a lot of young models. They're trying to find the right way for start their modeling career. What's your advice to our viewers?
Well, I think when you have a kid and if you see something extraordinary out of your child, especially when it comes down to the art world, I always tell parents that you have to be the #1 fan of the kid.
Okay.
Because when a parent gives the child the courage, the confidence, the guarantee that they will stand behind them through thick and thin, I think that's how you become a model or anything that you want to in your life. I think a lot of kids, they look at America's Next Top Model and they look at these things and it's like, oh my God, I want to be a model. But it takes more than just, it takes more than the child's thought. It takes the parent's support system, making sure they're guided in the right direction, so therefore that dream can become true.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's for parents. What about already models, but they're not really succeed? You can.
What about models that are?
They're not success. They don't have any success career.
Well, I think that the models that may not have success, I mean, it doesn't mean that success can't come to you. You just have to get the right people behind you to believe in you. And you can't give up.
Yeah, you can give up, but maybe